It's never too late to consider your future impact as a Colorado educator.
Teaching is a path to social justice. Teaching is a path to change. If you're concerned about the environment, if you're concerned about equal rights, if you're concerned about voices and voices for all, there's no place like a classroom to inspire other people, to really work together, to build consensus in classrooms, to inspire people, to help them think, I could do that too. And I think that's the joy that people say about teaching, is finding a way to really connect with students about what they're passionate about and fostering that.
So what inspired me to go into teaching was my passion and love for children. I am a mom, I'm a non-traditional student, and so I have a 4 and a 6-year-old, and I just saw the need for really building rich relationships with children. Children are our future, and so it's just really important that we foster a good love of learning at this age and be really good, stable adults for them so that they in turn can help our society.
So my pathway was from the business world. I spent 30 years in marketing and design and startup technology companies before I got into education. I was working with high school students. I was working with the DECA program, which is a career and technical organization, and the teacher was moving, and she said, well, you should apply. And I turned my life around in 2 weeks and applied to become a teacher. And my pathway was going through an alternative licensure program. So I taught for a year while I got through a program that provided me with a teaching application and a teaching certification.
I used to work for state parks. I was a seasonal park ranger and worked a lot with youth groups doing nature walks, things like that. And so I felt like I had something to offer, and I really, really enjoyed the kids. And so it was a natural progression to go back to college and get the teaching certificate.
Each of these pathways to becoming an educator is so different, but what they all have in common is that these educators found their true passions: teaching.
I have stayed in the education profession, I think, because it speaks to my heart so fully. I believe in what I do, and I show up and work hard every day because I think what I do makes a difference. And I never had that feeling in any other profession, whether or not it might have been exciting or I got to see new things. At the end of the day, I still kind of felt a void that I could give back and I could do more. And teaching fills that void for me.
Over 34 years, there's never been once that I said, I chose the wrong profession. And I think the rewards that you get outweigh some of the negatives that are part of any profession, teaching included. I've received enough accolades and the relationships I have with my students that have made me a better person, and hopefully I've portrayed some of my passion onto them.
I continue to stay in teaching because on a day-to-day basis, it's the kind of job that I still have energy to do because of the joy of doing it, the creativity of doing it, the joy of seeing students get a concept for the first time, helping a student that's been struggling to make progress.
Can any of us ever hope to touch the future? I say that teachers do every day by touching, influencing, learning from the young minds that we encounter. That's a precious thing, and I think it is possible to touch the future in what we do.
If you're interested in finding out more about how you can become a qualified educator, visit the Colorado Department of Education website.